Hello everybody and welcome, it's VeDAN here, so glad that you can tune into another video. Today I've got a casual guide to be able to make over 72,000 for tier 1. You'll see there's a few mistakes that I do here, so you can certainly push more, but this is super easy and you'll be sorted to kill the first tier. Okay, so we're buying Ben down during tier 2, we've got our Dart Monkey set on last, and now I'm going to opt for a submarine. I always think that subs, if you can use them because they're cheaper than a boomerang and they can absolutely shred. There's also a little caveat with this strategy, and that is that for elite, you will need to change a little few things due to the fact that we're going to leak quite a few camo balloons. But I suppose a 0-3-2 dart or a crossbow dart or a ninja will resolve that. Now, during round 4, this is going to be the first time we have to use Ben's ability, and it'll just absolutely shred. So notice I've got the dart and sub both on last, okay? This is going to last us easily until round 10, where the next ability will be used. So in the meantime, we're going to start building farms. I'm going to go for 2 banks here, 3 marketplaces, and rubber to gold with a balloon trap. That's kind of the blueprint that I'm following. So super easy. The optimal strategy would be to go for triple bank, but it's a bit harder, okay? And you'll have to micro a lot more. So I want to kind of mitigate the need to do loads and loads of microing. I know if you're a casual player, you don't want to do it, and it is an absolute pain. Also, sometimes microing loads doesn't always benefit you. If you're having to leak loads of balloons through the rounds, particularly early round, that's not always going to be better than just getting a little bit of defense down. Okay, first bit of optimization. So just before it gives a tick, then buy it, okay, if that makes sense. Sorry, I stumbled on my words there. So instead of just buying it to 200 straight away, once it's 100, wait for it to do 1 tick, so that means release 1 banana, then upgrade it immediately after, and you'll get an extra 20, okay? That's a little optimization that top players will do. So if you want to, I'd recommend to always do that, okay? So that just means put it on slow-mo when you need to do that. Then in the meantime, we use Ben's ability for round 10, and now we're going to get a 0-0-0 farm down, and we're going to try and get 3 ticks out of it. So we want it to collect 60, okay? And then in the similar fashion as always, we're going to get another 2-0-0. This is going to be like our sacrificial farm that's going to allow us to input all the income from that into our 2-2-0 that we're now going to proceed to build, okay? So you should have, during round 13, both of them to 2-0-0. And now the one that we first placed down, okay, the one that's on a discount, if you've got monkey knowledge, and I'd recommend please have all monkey knowledge enabled, this one we're going to get valuable bananas as soon as we can. Now this, I'm going to show an easy way to pass this round. It's not optimal, but all we're going to do is we're going to use Ben's ability. Then we're going to get valuable bananas, and then I'm literally just going to place down a 0-0-0 boomer, okay? We're going to place him opposite the Dart Monkey and set him on last as soon as we can. It's going to ensure that we don't really have any leaks, and the micro will be easy. Now, there is other things you can do here. I know a lot of people will like the Dart Boomer Sniper strategy, but that's a bit more heavily reliant on micro. And honestly, I think a sub's a really good shout. So I just love absolutely seeing all the sub darts flying around like a, like a maniac. It feels very satisfying to me. I don't know why. So round 15, you shouldn't have any issues. Like I said, if you do have issues, just switch up some of the targeting perspectives of the towers, okay? So that's what we mean by micro. During round 16, we're going to put it on slow, and we're going to try and actually get a bank before round 16 ends. This isn't really essential, but we can do it quite easily. So once we've got 1380, sell, and then there we go, okay? So basically, you want a bank sorted for the start of round 17, and you shouldn't have any issues on round 17. I've got all towers on last at the minute, okay? Every single one on last, just to reiterate that. This is kind of like the lazy man's micro-win strategy. Just put them all on last, and if we get a few leaks, hopefully they won't really matter too much, and we can just forget about them. Now, make sure to use Ben's ability as well. You get a big cluster of balloons there, and everything should be good, and we're going to start building our next farm, okay? So I'm going to now go and build 2-2-0-0 farms again. Now, this is not optimal, I don't believe, because I don't actually get lead to gold for 26. I get it for 28. So I'm not sure if it is better to get it for 26, but there's not that many lead balloons there, so I'm not really sure. But to me, it works fine just to be able to get it for round 28, because obviously we want to capitalize on a lead to gold alchemist because of DreadBloon's custom rounds. I think someone in my Discord, which feel free to join, by the way, we've got so many good members there. I believe it was Roasted Bird, calculated that you're looking at an extra 5k from leads if you've got them all under lead to gold, okay? So that's an insane amount, like insane. So please make sure that you do capitalize on that. 21 was a bit close, but everything's good. Now, I'm actually going to get 100 boomer. This is overkill, but it's basically just to ensure that I'm not doing a micro-intensive strategy. And sometimes I like easy ones. Sometimes as well, when I micro really hard, I don't even do that much better. So it's one of them. Okay, now I'm actually going to be really lazy. And we're going to get into 102. This is just going to start shredding, and we can easily now go and place down another farm and not really have to be stressed about the rounds and leaks and all of that, okay? So we are preserving our lives a little bit, because obviously I do want to make it applicable for elite as well. But I do certainly miss having Geraldo. I know when I started playing bosses, I just used Ben because I thought, oh, he earns some good money. Then when you quickly realise, when you start getting a bit more competitive times, you realise that Ben's good for tier 1 and that's it. Like literally you sell him after tier 1 because you want to capitalise on as much money as you can. So he doesn't really play that much of a big part. But I suppose he's useful for tier 1. Obviously for co-op he's helpful. But no, I just miss Geraldo's shop. He makes life so much easier. And yeah. Okay, so I'm going to use Ben's ability here at the end of 26 to pick up these leads. Like I said, I do not have lead to gold at this point, but it should be okay. What we're going to do is we're going to go and build our alchemist. So we're going to set him on strong, and we're going to build a 101 during this round. Now, everything should be fine here defense-wise, but what we can do is we can just use Ben's ability when all the yellows start coming through, because the cooldown should be ready. So I know the cooldowns on this boss is a little bit annoying, but everything should be good. Shouldn't get a penalty, should clear all of them up. So just use Ben's ability here, and now we're good to go, and we can proceed to collect from the bank, because it'll be all full now with 9,500. Now, after I've collected here, I believe I make a mistake, because I initially go for a double discount village, but I think just getting a single discount village may leave you with like an extra 100 more. I'm not fully sure though, so maybe do a bit of testing. But basically we're going to get a bank, and then I'm going to be a little bit short of a marketplace, like 100 short. In reality, I probably should have just sold like the sub for it, right? But then, okay, now what we can do is we're going to leave one of the villages, and we're going to get our lead to gold during the round. Not optimal, okay, the boomer's taken some of them, but it should still be good. I mean, at least we've got it, right? So you can see here, at least with this kind of outline, you can see how to optimize things, right? Like, that's the main idea. You can see a rough idea of how it's done casually, and then you can go off on your own and do the optimizations and endure as much micro as you want. Okay, from here, there's not going to be too much more to it now. Luckily, things get a bit easier. We've kind of got through the hardest bits. So basically, I always use Ben's ability at the start of round 31. It can be a bit of a cluster of them. And then once Ben's ability has done its thing, it should leave our lead to gold alchemist to go and just shred. So we should, in the meantime, then go be able to focus on upgrading our marketplaces, get valuable bananas as soon as we can. And now what I'm going to do is, since we've got a discount village down, let's make the use of it. Let's not go and sell it just yet. I'm going to start building my engineer, so my bloon trap, in range of it. Make sure to get larger surface area. I had an issue where I got the bottom paths first and then larger surface area after. And what ended up happening was that it just wasn't deploying the bloon trap at all. It was extremely annoying. Also, I think I just said larger surface area, so I need to turn the maths brain off. But okay, so 33, we're letting all of the camos leak. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and buy the bloon trap mid-round, so I can easily target it and sort it for round 34. And then not much to it here, so I'm going to fast forward it. It's basically just micro the bloon trap, keep it always deployed. And what we're going to do is we're going to go and build another marketplace. Now, also, you will notice that I believe 36, there's also some camos. We're just going to let them leak as well. So there's no dealing with camos until 37, okay? And I'll show what I do there. In the meantime, what you should be able to do is we should be able to get rubber to gold during 36, which is always nice. So now we've got our rubber to gold set up. Okay, 37. This is the one where you'll need a little bit of care, so don't mess this one up. I'm just going to get a glue. It's not needed. I actually get it outside the range of my favourite trades as well, so it's probably going to be a bit of money lost. So it wasn't the smartest idea, but I always like to get it down. Then we're going to place a favoured trades. Well, not yet. We're going to place a boat in range of pretty much all the farms and Ben and the alchemist. But we're going to make sure that when it gets upgraded to longer range and stuff, that it's not going to end up shooting and taking any pops away from the bloon trap, okay? So the placement's a little bit peculiar, but you should be okay with it. It doesn't matter, I suppose, if it hits it a couple times, but we want to be optimal, right? Now what's going to happen is our rubber to gold's going to shred. We're going to be earning a lot of money now, so it's going to feel good. And whilst this is happening, I'm going to place down a sniper. Then as soon as these leads are finished, okay, as soon as these leads are finished, get a 110 sniper. This is the little bit tricky bit now. You need to time it right so that you upgrade the boat to merchantmen just where the white balloons are no longer in range of it. You don't want it to shoot it and pop them and then potentially get a penalty or leak some lives and lose some money, okay? And then once you've done that, now we're good to go, because what we can do is we're just going to focus and make sure that we can get our favoured trades upgrade before the end of round 38, so we get the extra 500 from it instead of just the merchantman's couple hundred bonus, okay? And everything should be good here. As you can see, we're going to be way ahead of money on getting the favoured trades. Okay, so now I'm just going to put it on fast speed, triple speed, just because nothing interesting happens here. What we're going to do is make sure to collect from the banks at the start of round 39, because they will be full. If you want to get first strikes and a glue, then wait 2 or 3 ticks from the bank, buy down a discount village, and get them as soon as you can. You're going to have to be really pretty quick, okay? What you can see is here as well, I mess up the micro there, but it doesn't even matter. I'm like, you know what? I just want to see roughly how much money we can get. So now we can just go and see, and fingers crossed we've made over 70k. That was like my goal. I wanted over 70k, because I feel like if you've got over 70k by the end of 39, then when you have to buy your first strikes and glue, you should be in a really good position. So there we go, 72,000, and it's certainly pushable. So I hope this helped, and I'll see you guys soon.